right. Hello, Miss Kaari.
Hi, Miss Julia.
So today I think we should tell the kids about how they need to finish up their reports. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess that's an important idea since we did the conclusion writing.
We did.
So I guess they need to know the next steps now.
Totally. So let's take a look at what they need to do. So I think it would be cool to have it done in two different parts. So we would have an ELA part where they're still working on their writing, but we would also have a part that is mostly for science where we can help their understanding. So I think for part one, we could do some good copies. Not good copies for every single draft, even though in grade 4 and grade 5, when they do the writing, they're gonna have to do good copies every time. I think we could just practice with a couple. And then, what do you think they could do for science?
Well, I was thinking that they could do an interview. So they could either write a little, like, just tell me something about their animal, or they could have their parents ask them questions about their animal.
Ooh,
Their choice.
I like that idea. Okay, well, how about I'll talk about the good copies and what I would want that to look like, and then you can tell me a little bit more about what you want to see.
Perfect, let's go.
All right. So for the good copies, I want to see these handwritten, not typed up, in my students' writing, so I can see that they've practiced their spelling, they've practiced checking their capitals and their punctuation. And I think to choose just a couple of pieces of writing, I want them to pick the draft that they're most proud of. So maybe that was their habitats writing, or maybe it was when they wrote about the life cycles, whichever one they're most proud of. And then I want them to pick the one they're least proud of, the one that they think needs the most editing, it needs the most fixing and polishing. And then I want them to take those and I want them to do the editing. I want them to write it as neatly as they can with all the correct capitals. I want them to check all of their spelling. I want this to be their best work ever for these two pieces. Then they just have to send it to me and they're done. I think that's fair. What do you think?
I think that sounds great. Just two pieces of writing, and they just have to pick their favorite one and their least favorite one and just make them even better.
Yeah. I think though that they should probably do this by themselves. What do you think?
I agree. I think that they need to give mom and dad a break. And I want to see what I know that our kids can edit on their own because they did that at school. So I feel like they need to do it at home too.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's been so awesome that they've had the chance to have mom and dad there to help them out and help them write these awesome drafts. But now I think for the good copies, I want it to be just them. Because I think they're capable. All right.
Written by hand.
By hand, yes. I don't want to get it.
I had some that were typed.
You had some that were typed? Oh no. See,
typed. I know.
The problem with that is that there's these special things on the computer that fix the spelling and the capitals and the punctuation for you. And so then I can't see that you know how to do that because the computer did it.
Exactly.
So for these ones, it needs to be handwritten in your writing. Sounds fair. All right. What about for the science? What do you want to see them do, Miss Kaari?
Well, I really just want a quick summary, which we did with a conclusion, but I want them to be able to answer specific questions that we learned about our animals. So the first one is I want them to tell me what animal they were learning about, because actually some of my students, they switched it. So they started off with one animal and then they thought, no, I don't like that animal anymore. And then now they're doing a different animal.
That's
so they've
cool.
had
to learn a lot.
Well, yeah, because I'm old, I sometimes forget what animal they've done because, it was my birthday last week. So I don't remember anything anymore. Yeah. So I want them to tell me what animal that they learned about. I want them to tell me what it looks like. So if they have any special characteristics or features from that part. I want them to tell me where it lives. So they need to name the habitats, the country or the continent it lives on. Okay. And if they can tell me what other animals live there with it, that's a bonus. So they might get some Class Dojo points for that.
Yeah.
Then they need to tell me what their animal diet is. So what category is it? And they need to tell me what their animal eats.
Okay. Which is they should be able to answer that since they've done so much research on it now.
Well, exactly. And we already did like a week of it at the start of online learning. So they should do this super well.
Yeah.
Then I want them just as another bonus, because the survival part was, okay, not every animal has super cool adaptations. So I think that for a bonus, they can tell me if their animal had special adaptations.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah. And then really simply for life cycle, just how many stages are in their animal's life cycle. A lot of them have 4 or 3. Just tell me the number and the names of each stage. Because some of them have really cool names.
Yeah.
Like a baby frog was called a pollywog.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I know. And nobody in my class has done frogs. And then for the last question, did they enjoy learning about this animal and why?
Okay, I think those are great questions. Then as a bonus, they could
one more bonus. Just one.
Just one, just like a bonus fact, something they found exciting.
Fact. I want them to tell me an extra fact that they found exciting. So something that was like super cool about their animal that maybe they didn't know before.
Okay, so when you say an interview, do you mean that they could sit down and have their parents read the question to them and they have to answer it in front of the camera?
Yep, they can do it 2 ways. So they can have mom and dad ask them the questions and then they answer it. Or they can just do a little video just by themselves. They can record it themselves and they can answer the questions. So you have 2 choices.
Awesome. And I think just like with the ELA part, they should try and answer these independently. Like I think they can probably read through the research and things that they've done beforehand, but I think they should be able to answer these questions without any help. What do you think?
I don't want to see any notes pages. You can practice it if you need to, but you need to do this without a notes page and without mom and dad telling you any answers. Perfect. Or even brothers and sisters.
Yeah, brothers and sisters are helpful too.
Or Siri. I don't want to hear Siri either.
No, thank you, Siri. I think this sounds great. And I think they can have the whole week to do this because it shouldn't take them too long to do their 2 good copies and then just the interview. And if they take a little bit each day, just like they're doing with their social and their math, then I think they'll have this done in no time. What do you think?
I agree. I think that if they start off and do their favorite page of writing first, and then the page that they wanted to make better second, that's 2 days of work. And then they can do their interview on the 3rd day. So really, it should only take them 3 days.
Yeah, and I think it's important too that they start working on it so that it doesn't come to Thursday and they have this huge pile of work that they haven't even looked at yet, because I think that would be overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, Miss Kaari. I think this is a great idea, and I think our kids are going to come up with some great stuff, and I'm really excited to see it.
Me too. I'm looking forward to seeing all of their work. Maybe we can put it together as a nice little video.
Ooh, that would be cool. I like that idea too. So maybe they want to add some decoration around the outside of their good copies or something, just in case.
That'd make it interesting.
Yeah.
As long as it's not typed.
No typing. You got it, grade 3?
That's right. No typing.
All right. Have a good day, Miss Kaari.
Bye.